Yeah, man. Once I came of age, like most people, you finally get out of the church and you want to go crazy. And I think I just went a little too crazy. And, yeah, that was pretty much it.
How were you at school, Hunter?
How well was I at school?
Yeah. Were you good at school?
No, hell no, dude. Hell no. I didn't even graduate. I think I dropped out of school in ninth grade, maybe ninth or 10th grade. I don't remember. So, and I got my general education in prison. So that was just a few years ago. So not very far.
Did you get expelled from school?
Yeah, I got expelled and then I went to, just for like fights and stuff. And then I went to what we call a continuation school. And then I just said, nah. And, yeah, I mean, I was more interested in the computer, and yeah.
What about mum and dad?
Mom and dad, salt of the earth, great people, military family on the side of my dad. Then he was like a National Guard and then he became a technician. And, my mom was good. She worked for the city of Davis, another small, community outside Sacramento. Just really good people, middle class, nothing crazy.
What was your first job?
My first job. Damn, dude. I was a paintball referee. You know paintball?
They're fucking sore. That's so sore when you get hit with those fuckers.
But yeah, dude, I was like 15 and just, come home all welted up and stuff, but it was awesome. But yeah, that was my first job. But yeah, like first serious job, I worked at a skate shop, like, like a skateboarding shop. Yeah, and then that's kind of actually, I think that's what segued me into being a complete scumbag because I just learned how to like bang girls at the mall and it just sent me on that pathway, I think, partying and all that stuff. So that would probably be like my first real job was Sumi's. And then, yeah.
Yeah. So a kid who's got a good family background, good mum and dad, like,
yep.
You never done well at school, but you left, you got a job, like, you're basically just doing like any teenager would do. Want to make a bit of money, fuck girls, like the basic stuff in life, if we're honest. But how did is anyoneUp.com come about?
Well, so I mean, basically everything that's out there online is a lie, and it's mostly on my part too because I would bait the media about just like people do now, like trying to. Get your name out there and traffic and all this stuff. So, I never really gave out like the true story. I think Netflix said I started it because a girl broke my heart or some stupid fucking thing. I had worked at another retail shop after Sumi's that I was telling you about. And, it's kind of a crazy story. My buddy Ray was the manager and he got me a job at this place and at this retail shop. And he was like, listen, man, I can get you the job. You just got to pretend you're gay. And I was like, all right. Yeah. And so this dude, the manager, he hired, like me and all my friends and he would like grab our butts and like try and kiss our necks and shit and like all this stuff. Well, one day I was closing out the cash register and he came up from behind me and he put his hands down the front of my pants and kissed my neck. And I was like, I was pissed, right? So then the next day I'm talking to this girl, like bringing her up and he does it again. And he's all, Hunter, why are you talking to her? We all know you're a faggot. And so I got pissed, right? And I wanted to hit him and I'll get to the point here in a second, but so then it was like stewing in my mind like the whole night because he embarrassed me in front of this girl. So I'm closing out the cash register that night. He does it again and I hit him in the face with my elbow. Boom. And we get into this huge fight. He threw me to the ground, beat my ass. I came to and he was dragging me across the floor. Long story short, I ended up suing him. And 2 years later, I won a ton of fucking money. And I just kind of went crazy and started just going partying. I took all that money and just traveled the world and went partying. Started a promotion company. I had parties in Sydney, Australia, New York City, San Francisco, whatever. And to promote all my parties, I would put it on a website. And that website, I named it isanyoneup.com. And so I would just post all the flyers on there for my friends and share them on, at the time it was just Facebook and MySpace, and that's how Is Anyone Up started.
What was the first post on it?
The first post ever was just a flyer to one of my parties. But if you're referring to like when it became Is Anyone Up, there was this really famous band at the time called Bless the Fall, and I was banging this dude's girlfriend, and I wanted to show my buddy Carlos the pictures, and my friend Lally the pictures of the girl because she was so fine, right? And at the time, this was on I don't know if you remember AOL Instant Messenger, but you connect on, it was just chat or whatever, but everybody could FaceTime. Well, not FaceTime, Cam, and so someone couldn't save the image, you would drag it, like drag and drop it, and everyone in the cam like this would see the file because I didn't want them to save it. I wasn't that demented yet. And, it wouldn't connect. So we kept restarting it. And then my boy Carlos and this dude Lally I was friends with who worked at Google at the time, he was like, just put it on Is Anyone Up? And so I put it on Is Anyone Up, and I was going to take it down. And then all the boys just started adding to it. And it went from just 2 or 3 of us to 4 or 5 of us to 10 of us. And it just snowballed.
So just from like a normal kid who's working, trying to survive, you've started up this website. It's not about revengeful exes or revenge porn at the time. You're just doing it for flyers, parties, drugs, girls. Like, you've started it off just to maybe grow a network, and obviously it's grew arms and legs, but was it, see when you started getting hits on it, did that become a buzz hunter? Did you feel a bit more empowered?
Yeah, so the thing started completely organic. Like you said, it just started growing arms and legs, and you gotta understand